I can tell you miss me. I can tell it is. Not trying to be romantic, I hit it from the back, just so you don't get attached. I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. I can tell it is. Not trying to be romantic, I hit it from the back, just so you don't get attached. I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. I can tell it is. Not trying to be romantic, I hit it from the back, just so you don't get attached. Just let the taste, you're all you need. I'm on the case. You take the heat and we're such grace. You said we're done, but he's like, you said you're scared I'll let you down. Well, stick around and you'll find out. But don't you wanna make me proud? Cause I'm so proud, baby, I'm so proud of you. I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. I can tell it is. Not trying to be romantic, I hit it from the back, just so you don't get attached. I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. I can tell it is. Not trying to be romantic, I hit it from the back, just so you don't get attached. Just let the taste, you're all you need. I'm on the case. You take the heat and we're such grace. You said we're done, but he's like,
Can you hear me now?
For a while there it was
We're
rough,
not live.
but lately I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. And I see my family every month. I found a girl my parents love. She'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all.
Hello,
Yeah, that's it.
hello.
And I thank God every day.
I don't know what you're talking about, but all good and well. I ain't tech savvy at all, my friend.
He gives, he can take away.
Can we talk shit about Frank?
Stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Please stay. I want you, I need you, oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got.
Hopefully everyone can hear me. Hopefully everyone can hear Farah too. We're going to do a quick restream of this round 1 of DMT tournament number 5 here. We've got 101st Airborne 101A up against a coalition between Iron and Misfit. 101A are a very strong team, and Misfit and Iron have got their hands full here. Do you know much about these teams, Farah?
I don't at all, bro. Nothing.
Nice. Well, we're coming in pretty blind and late as well, so I'm going to switch you over to the stream very shortly. Just sorting out a couple of things. I'll just sort it out on the fly. So we've got. Hopefully everyone can still hear. We've got Hospice as a midpoint here. It's a nice wee midpoint with a lot of corners to sort of hide behind, which is great. We've got, I believe. I'm not going to get this wrong for you. I'm actually going to find out what side we're even on. Hold up. So we are on the 101A side. So what we're looking at from blue is 101A, and red is your Red is your Iron and Misfit coalition. So 101 have got some marks up here. They've obviously seen a Puma sitting down the road here. It's an interesting spot for him. He's got to get behind any of the Shermans to get hits on them. Here's a Sherman here that's going to have a crack at him. Hopefully he sees it. That's a free kill for him if he pops out. What else can I tell you? Let me
Hey,
just.
do you want to tell the people? Do you want to tell the people what the rules are for DMT? People that don't know.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And while we watch this, I'm actually going to try and get a scoreboard to stream into it as well for you. So, score is the important thing for DMT. Mostly combat score. That makes up the majority of your points for the game. If your combat score sucks, you generally lose. You've also got time held in the midpoint as well. So each second holding the midpoint counts for 1 point. So a high score for DMT is usually around 10,000 plus. So if you sort of looking at the amount of time you can possibly hold the midpoint, that's let's go maybe 75 minutes. So times 60, that's 4,500 points can come from holding that midpoint. But the majority of it does come from your score, your combat score, because like a big, we got killed there on that recon there. He's gone burgers. He's toast. Yeah, a good tank score might be like 3,000, and so if you've got 4 tanks at 3,000, that can rack up pretty high. So 101A just lost one of their Shermans to an extremely long shot from a P4 way back here. Look at me, I'm fucking bouncing all over the place. That's a nice shot.
It's a big shot. That's good marking. That's trusting your
Yeah,
in your
fucking hell.
spotter.
I think they've got another Sherman. Sorry, they're 10% sensitivity now, but they've got another Sherman now. I can't even keep it straight. Yeah, they've got another one sitting by that corner as well. What one is it? It's probably scoped, isn't it? Hopefully that makes it a bit more smooth. I can't do it like AK and Narlan, eh? So they just do that nice, like, lovely wide pan.
Yeah, well, not everyone's like them.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got
You know,
that's 2 kills for that B4 coming up the map edge. He's just opened this up for Iron and Misfit to come and claim that north side, which is pretty important for Hospice, eh?
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
it
for
is. It's probably the most important bit because you can see everything now.
yeah. Yeah, 100%.
So
Just
what tanks are on the field
we've got
that you can see?
101A. We've just got 2 at the moment, and 1 coming back to hold that north. So we've got 1 honing up the main road north to south, and then another sitting behind the point. So they're still comfortably got cap weight there. And then
Yeah,
that P4 is gonna sneak up map edge down here. He's got to
but
be
they've
careful.
got a tank as well coming down map edge.
Yeah. Well, there's actually 3 down there. If you look closely, um, they're all sort of grouped up in this corner here. And then Where's that Sherman? He's just arriving at this north side, so he's got to be careful to fucking make sure he's not opening himself up, which is probably about there. Can I ping? Probably can't even ping. Where I'm pointing right now is sort of where that hill crests and those P4s down there can see. Looks like they're making a push though. They're sending them up one by one. So they're having one dude sit back and cover for them, which is smart. This is going to be a bit of a fight. Once we've had this fight, I'm going to try and sort out that scoreboard, because that's going to help a lot with understanding who's winning.
Yeah. See, I've played one of these games once, and I said I'd never do it again.
Yeah, why is that?
It is so hard, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm horrible at tanking, but like, it's just, you know, like some of these guys I've noticed can get shots up to like 900 meters. You don't even know the tank's there, and they've taken you out.
Yeah, it's tough, eh? It's quite demoralizing when you get killed and you don't know where from.
Yeah, bro.
Right, I'm just going to update our stream here to have those logos at the top. So we've got 101A on the blue side and Iron and Misfit on the red side. Then we've got to give DMT some love, because they put this all together and it's a really good comp, really balanced. I'm going to shut up now because there's a fight going on. But well done to DMT for putting together a really balanced comp. So Sherman's getting popped from long range. He doesn't see him. He does see him. He puts a shot down there, but I don't think it hits. That's a tough
Oh,
shot.
there's a hit on it.
Yeah, Sherman's been hit, but backs off smart. That's one thing that gets me about tank fights, is when if you get hit, you back off. Like you don't push and wait for your shot. Like don't get greedy. Take the hit, back off, repair,
People get greedy.
come back full. Yeah.
Yeah, but people get greedy because then they lose their momentum, or now the tank knows that tank's there, so now you're trapped. Right now, this tank is trapped.
Yeah, he's getting pushed now.
Like,
he's probably toast.
yeah. Wow, that's a good shot though.
Where's the rest of them? Quickly check map. They're all south. They need to fucking come and help their mate, eh? He's got 3 looking at him. They just need to drive up the side. That's some free kills right there.
So in this game, can you have heavies, or is it just?
Nah, just mediums and recons.
Okay.
Just gonna.
See, now that's even harder. So you can't dominate with a heavy.
Yeah, well, I don't know about the heavy thing, eh? Like, it's cool to have a heavy, but in this format, because they're so expensive, if you start getting on the back foot in a heavy, like when heavies are allowed, you're in big trouble, because it just costs you so much to get the fuel to to get back in the fight.
Yeah, yeah. That tank is so trapped.
Yeah.
They're all moving up. Look in the wheat. There's a tank coming in the wheat field, and there's a tank on the left side, just waiting for him to just peak. Either side he goes now, he's going to get finished.
Yeah.
He needs his mates to come in and distract them even for a sec.
Yeah, he needs the boys, and they're just still sitting there waiting. I don't see. I mean, it's no fault of them. It's just the fact that the intel's not there. And oh, he's getting pushed now. Let's have a look down here. I think he's taken a shot. He's backed off.
Oh, there's going to be another fight on the main road.
Yeah, there fucking is. What do we
That
want to
tank's
look
going
at?
down the main road.
Shit. Uh oh. This is not going to end well. Sorry. Sorry, Major 24. Oh, the cavalry has come to the rescue, though. Okay, so that left one is now engaged by old mate.
Look at the tank
74.
coming behind him too. There's
Fuck.
2 tanks pushing him. Oh, he got hit.
Good kill. This is smart from who we got here. Arctic Fox. He's going to push this guy who's already got a shot in him, so he should die if they don't panic. Nice. He reps. Lets his mate 24 rep. And if they've got intel,
Wow.
if they've still got intel, they can go and wipe this last one here that's on the road. That was well played there from 101A to just as I was before all that shit happened. What I was gonna say was it's the intel that screws you because if the rest of the boys knew that there were 3 tanks up there, like of course they're gonna push up, but they're waiting there for the rest of them to push up from around here. I probably shouldn't ping the map either because I think the rest of the team can see that. Oh, no, they can't. Don't worry. They're not my squad.
Yeah, if they're not in your squad, they can't see anything.
Another fight happening here. Colonel Cheeks is a bit alone now. He did have all his mates with him, but they're all dead. He does have a mate hiding here, Gorgeous.
He just took out a tank. Did he not?
Did he? I think he got a hit, but he backed off. Oh no. Hey, this is it. He's fucked.
Two tanks just sitting there behind him. That was good play. It looks like they have no more tanks. Oh wait, no, they do. They're getting hit. So guys, I don't know what's happened, but I'm gonna talk because I think his mic's something's wrong. I don't know if you can hear me, bro, but we can't hear. But guys, just in case you've come in late, so these are only mediums and recon tanks in this map today. So there's no heavies, and there's your commander can ping and whoever else is around can ping, but yeah, you can't have heavies. And I don't think there's repair stations. I think something went wrong. That I kind of took over a bit, but I didn't know what to say because it's not my stream.
We're back. We're back. We're back. Fuck me. Just fully lost audio. Sorry, everyone. What's been happening here? We've got 101A still dominating that midpoint. I don't think Iron and Misfit managed to get a cap on there, so they've held it from the start. Can you spot any P4s there? We've got a marker up.
I can't see anything.
Oh, that's helpful, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Does that work? Nice.
So they did have a tank coming up in near their second point, but I don't know where it's gone now.
Someone's shooting. Thanks for the recon play.
Was
2 on main road here, pushing up. There we go.
yeah, 2 tanks.
Another one pushing south. That's a big
You
thing
got
with
2
these
in
tank games, is it's working together, you know? Like, if you can, these tanks can kill one tank instantly if they both hit the shots.
but they can't be nervous. They got to just do it.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Rolly's a bit nervous for his driver vernacular. He's had a pole. He's had too much to drink. This is interesting.
Oh yeah, he has.
Tank commander in the gunner seat. I don't see that often. Personally, it's not my style, because I feel like the gunner has to be the most on the ball, and you can't be on the ball while you're receiving info and all that sort of crap. But that's just me. I don't win that many tank fights anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I've won one in the last 5 years.
So this is going to be interesting. We've got 101A know that they're going to come from the south. They've got 2 tanks holding this road now and looking down it. Iron and Misfit I don't think they have the intel to know that they're up there looking down the road. They can probably assume it, but they're taking this very slowly. So it will be interesting to see what they do here while they just hold each other's hands. I'm going to check out that one that's coming up the back there. We did have one marked on the map. Deep back here, but he may have gone for a flank. And based on 101A's markers, that might be the case. I'm just going to... oh, better focus. Once the action stops, I'm going to get a scoreboard up on the screen so you can see who's winning. Okay, here we go for the peak. This gunner down here, Lincoln, has to be on his toes. Sees him, surely. Good hit. Now don't get greedy. See, that could have had him killed there. Luckily they didn't push out far enough, but as soon as you take the first hit, don't try and get your hit in. Just back off, heal up, get ready for the next one.
Oh, they should peek out the second tank, hit it now, get one hit each before they repair it.
I think they just want to get across the road, to be honest. Like, nah, this isn't going to end well, unfortunately. Don't get greedy, man. Fuck, you're lucky. Jesus, Rolly. Just back off. You got to come out fourth gear, stop, take your shot. If you receive a shot in that time, then you fuck off and heal. But who am I to say? I'm not going to tell them what to do. It's their game. Absolutely, they can play it how they see fit.
For me now, I would keep that tank there and just make them so they think that like you're there wanting to attack, so they're gonna have to anchor 1 to 2 tanks sitting there waiting for you while your other 2 tanks come in behind.
Exactly. Yeah, like we were saying, it's all about your intel. It's all about what you know and they don't. So if you can, if you can find out something, or sorry, if you can put them in a position where you know more than them, you're generally in a better place.
Well, like I haven't played tanks, but I've played Commander about 1,000 times. What I know is with like my tank is when they know there's a tank there, they'll just sit on that point waiting for a tank. But if the tank's disappeared, they don't know about it.
Mm.
They just get pumped because the tank will change direction and they're looking still where it is. So right now they know there's a tank there, but they're probably not saying that one tank has crossed the road. So he could come in behind and make them second guess themselves.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly what it's about.
It's mind games, this game.
Ooh. It's a that's not good. That's all I can say about that. Yeah, 100% it's mind games. I fully agree. Now we've got all 3 of the Iron Misfit tanks piled up here.
Oh,
All 2.
was that a precision strike?
Yeah, it was. It's dirty precision. So it's probably fair to say 101A are sort of dominating here. They have got Iron and Misfit backed into a bit of a corner here with their two remaining tanks. Just getting pushed a wee bit from
There's a
these
tank coming in behind them.
main road tanks, yeah. I think this one up here will stay. That's a smart move from him because he doesn't know where the rest of them are. Arctic Fox. But 24 and Walker are going to make a play here. And see, that's smart. He's backed off. He's not going to get greedy to get his shot. He's just going to back off, repair. He's probably going to get pushed, sure, but
Look at the road.
yeah, he's not opening himself up to a shot. That's the main thing. He's letting the other tank come to him, and it's probably going to be the end for old Cheeks here. Incredible patience here from 101A. Even though they were technically in view of Cheeks, they were well angled on that front, so they just let them take a shot, ricochet, and then they're just going to clean up the scraps down here.
This is very patient gang.
Yeah.
Like 101A is very patient, their tank is.
Yeah. Big time. That's what you need. You just need a... And that's the advantage of holding mid too, because obviously they're racking up points here. They've probably got, 2,500 points already for holding midpoint since the start. So they don't need a move. They can just hold, sit in their stronghold and let Iron and Misfit come to them. With half the game gone, I'm going to try and give us some stats so that you can actually see who's winning.
Yeah, capping that midpoint now means that you have like control of the game because they have to come to you. You don't have to go to them. So you just sit and make yourselves in good positions. You can win the game.
Yeah, 100%.
So for me, if I was Misfits, I would have maybe two recons coming behind them and just make them like have to look back while you have two mediums coming down the front, just trying to
Just throw
get
them.
an anchor in an area.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably easier actually for me to just do this. I'll just quickly bring up the scoreboard here. So, well, I think it's 101A is comfortable here, to say the least.
Yeah, bro.
We've got 2 kills from Vernacular's tank and no kills from the rest of the Iron Misfit side, and we've got about just maybe around 3,000 combat score there for the 101A side. If you add to that time capped, it's going to be an uphill battle for Iron Misfit to get into this game. So right now, they've still got 40 minutes on the clock. That's probably 2 to 3 clean wipes of the 101A team if they do it right. So it is possible for a new leader to emerge here. They're just going to have to be very careful about how they do it, because they can't lose another tank.
Patience.
Yeah, that's all it is. Find a good spot. They were doing really well back here, but the problem was once they'd got those 2 kills up in this corner, the next progression is to go and put pressure on the strong point, which is a bit difficult to do.
Oh yes,
Out this side.
they had Misfits had a good. Yeah, when they had that side, but when they were pushing that one tank, they had 2 tanks pushing it. That's when they problems because they didn't know that there was a tank anchored looking at them from the side. They didn't have patience. They were just trying to cap the point.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
Yeah, patience in a tank. You have to have patience.
Yeah, it's the number one thing. Don't fucking panic. Just hold your angle.
Yeah, everyone panics, bro. Everyone panics.
But that's the big thing about obviously DMT has this is tournament number 5 now, so these rules have been tweaked for probably a couple of years now. Purple Goat and the fellas have continued to put on a mean comp, and then we look at. Oh, just got a bit of a fight here, just a Puma and a Sherman facing off. Don't know how this is going to roll. Puma's done well to try and get out of the way, but he'll end up in the dirt. What was I trying to say? Oh, I just missed a kill back here with. Who got that one? Ah, they've wrapped around here. Yeah, DMT's been crafted over 4 previous seasons now to be the product that it is, and over the sort of DMT off season, one of the ANZR fellas, Why So Serious, put on a wee comp, just trialing things out. We tried a bit of everything, like, had recon players in, the commander was allowed to run around and ping stuff up, and that made it quite a different game there, with more intel. Because right now, it's another good kill there from 101A, just using this dead P4 Panda is to kite, and that's exactly what Iron Misfit shouldn't be doing, is coming out one by one. That's what's going to get them killed. But yeah, having all the intel makes for a completely different game, because right now, you imagine your Arctic and his boys, Fleaburn and Wyatt. You're sitting here, back of hospice, haven't seen anyone for 15 minutes. Your mind's just going, shit, where the hell are they? And
Wait,
that play from that recon tank.
well, this is where your patience comes from. You guys, you're going to be wanting to get into the action, but that tank could win or lose a game for you. You know what I mean? If they go and be a bit silly and they lose that tank, yeah. So
massively.
it's patience.
But
See,
that
I've
recon
played.
tank
Not, I haven't played. Yeah.
that recon tank was a really good play there. It's just they needed a P4 up in this corner to back it up, and once they've turned around, going for the kill.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. See, I've played these tank games in a tank and as commander, and when you have a commander that pings and they've got control of the game, you can, it's so much easier. But when you got a commander that doesn't ping or can't see anything, that's when you're in trouble because you're pretty much blind.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean, aside from their own markers, the tank commanders, they've got a recon plane, and that's it. So, passing on that information between the tanks is absolutely crucial to be able to get that first shot in and win an engagement.
Yeah, your red shot needs to be very quick and precise.
Just saw old Panda over here marking up and taking a shot at something out here. Be good if I could find it, eh? Here we go. Got mud grip. The shooting tank commander. It works sometimes. I see Kilroy do it, but I just couldn't. I couldn't process all that red chat without and still be accurate and on the ball with the gun.
Oh, but that's when if your red chat is like precise and quick, that's when you're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
When your red chat is hectic, that's when you have problems.
So we've got mud grip holding this corner. We're going to have another tank come up north. Yeah, if I'm on a misfit, I push them all up together. Whether that's up the road, it doesn't really matter where, to be honest. I'd probably
It
be...
has to be in the open.
Yeah, I'd probably be using this area, the wheat field, although it doesn't have a heap of cover. You do have these hedges back here that can sort of save you. Because they know the main road is not their friend. A flank would do a lot of damage, but it's probably not going to be quick enough to do enough damage.
No.
Can you still see the stream?
No, it's lagging.
Let me fix that. Hopefully.
See, for me, if I was the commander, I would go get a recon tank behind and just like shoot from far away and just annoy their tanks
Yeah.
while I have three
Get your
tanks
other three up in front.
pushing up, up the front, and then push in. So they've got two mines as a recon tank behind us, but there's three tanks coming up. But if we get hit once and that recon tank hits us twice before we turn around, we're gone.
Yeah, did right.
And even if that recon tank's just a cleanup, like, oh, there's a tank over here, been hit twice, but I can't get rid of it. The recon tank will come and take him out.
Yeah, they've got to do something to disrupt here. Because 101A is sitting there real calm, real chill, and probably itching to shoot at something. So, going to see an engagement here with Mud Grip having pushed out. Panda's not quite.
What are you fellas up to?
Oh, how's it going? Just watching this fucking riveting game. What are you up to?
I was coming by to clean up the old Lads Let Loose studio, and I saw you fellas were fucking having a little yarn. What's going on? 101A versus Iron Misfits.
Correct. Yes. Round 1 of the tournament 5. So we've got you're allowed 4 crews. You can use mediums and recons. So that's a bit of a change from the usual just mediums. 1 second of mid cap holding, it equals 1 point. So you can get up to 4,500 points from holding mid, and then the rest of it's done in combat score. So just the total combat score of your team versus the other one. And for this game, although Iron and Misfit have put in some good shots, I'll give you a bit of scoreboard here. You'll have a little bit of a delay, but it's not looking great for Iron and Misfit. 101A have they've brought the heat really, and got about around 4,000, just roughly adding that up. 4,000 combat. They've held the mid the whole time, and Iron Misfit have a total of 585 combat score. So it's relatively one-sided for this one, and we can kind of see why Pharaoh, with just that patience. And most of the engagements, 101A have been incredibly patient and not broken that golden rule of once you cop a hit, you back off. You don't try and take your shot. You back off and rep, and then you try and get the first shot next time. So, does that sort of paint a picture for you, Frank?
Certainly does. 101A are a pretty classy outfit as well, aren't they? They know what they're up to.
Yeah, they do not muck around. I mean, nor do I haven't heard much of Iron, but Misfit definitely put up a fight last season as well. They don't muck around. It's just I think 101 have really brought the sort of that tactical
big guns.
Yeah, they've definitely got the experience and knowledge of those one-on-one tank fights that they know in order to get this, to guarantee this kill, I need these conditions to be met. It looks like they're going to cross paths here. Panda's pushed up to the road and Mudgrip is going to sneak his way up this north side. So we may have a fight on our hands here with 25 to go. We had a fun start to the stream, Frank. I got on like 5 minutes after the game started, and we managed to get sound going within about 10 minutes. So it was it was botched, but we're here now.
Well, I hope they all appreciate what you're doing. How are you, Pharaoh, before I go?
I'm good, bro. How you been?
Good, man. Excited to get around the potty tonight.
Yeah, I've got a special thing for you guys for this potty.
You always do.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
No, this one is for you. This is for you. This is for your 30th, bro.
30 episodes. It's a big evening ahead of us. All right, well,
Shit,
good luck
yeah.
to the Misfits. I hope they do well against 101A. And I'll chat to you fellas later tonight. Good luck with the stream. Good work.
Thanks, mate.
Done. Here, Frank.
See ya.
See, this is patience by Misfits right now. They know their tank's there, but Misfits is gonna. If they wait for another tank,
Yeah. Exactly. Only takes 2
then
shots to kill
this
a million.
tank is. Yeah,
Here we go. Is he going to see him?
I do love watching a good tank battle.
Oh, yeah. Panda gets first shot and Mudgrip doesn't move. That's his issue there. But to be fair, he didn't have a lot of time to get into gear or think about that. So we'll let him away with that. He was held on 2 angles there by old mate Arctic up top and Panda, who's pushed him. There was a good shot there as well from Panda's gunner Chris.
The 101A is just patient. They're just like, yep, I'll cover you. You just go push him.
Yeah, 100%.
Like in any clan battle, that's the tankers you need. But then you got AT and AT guns too. But this is actually amazing by 101A. Like nothing to Misfits or Iron, but
Oh yeah,
101A is just playing amazing.
yeah, they're just tidy. And do we still have this fucking stream? There we do. Just they caught one though. Arctic's caught one. Was a little bit greedy there. And he might actually be in trouble here.
Or they may lose their second tank.
He does go down.
I would love to know the fuel economy after this game.
Yeah. Sharps puts in a mean shot down there and actually does manage to take out Arctic, which is pretty big.
Misfits are trying everything right now.
Yeah. Pulling out everything. So what do we got? We got Rowley way down south. He's having his angle watched by no one, by the looks of it. Is it still lagging on your end?
Yeah, bro.
Apologies, everyone, for the fucking terrible lag. Hopefully that.
Need to get those shapes to run faster, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the shape on the treadmill. They stopped for a bit of grass, so it just lagged a little bit there. Hopefully that's fixed it. It's definitely going to improve from here. This is just round one. You know, it's round one for the tankers. It's also round one for my my Dusty on the fly stream. Thanks for showing up as well, Farrah. That was very last minute of you. So.
No, good, bro. I had nothing to do. I was bored.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me go help out my friend.
Yeah, nice. So, Stronghold Hospice has Panda in the soft cap, and it is contested. So that means that Mine and Misfit have a tank here, and it's actually rolling up the main road here. Mudgrip's come back for some revenge. What he doesn't know is that Panda, his nemesis. Oh no, he does know. He fucking knows that, and he's going for a shot. How's he going to engage this? He's got nice cover. He shouldn't move himself out of that cover. Panda's made a wee move here to just get himself in a bit of a safe zone, or maybe Roland Reaper just didn't realise that was a dead end. But either way, that engagement will have to wait. Okay, I want to have two in the soft cap, and I Misfit are still capping, so that means there's two more somewhere mucking around. Or no, what that means is Mudgrip has come into the strong point.
Right now, Misfits have that whole side to their own accord. If they anchor themselves and get ready for them, they could actually win it.
Yeah, or at least get a clean sweep, which would be nice to see for the end of this game. But they don't know that there's a fucking there's a big fright around this
Tank behind
corner
them.
waiting for them. Or yeah, I believe there is one
Yeah.
behind, but there's also okay, they caught one, but they're going to manage to get out of the way. Alright, sit there and rep, Mudgrip. Don't push it. You're just going to have to sit there and rep now. They know you're there because they can see over that. Oh, that's devastating. Went for the double rep and the crew got splashed off the wall. There's not a hell of a lot he can do here, apart from get one shot in for his mates. But good play from Mudgrip to try and get into cover, but Arctic was just one step ahead there with a
Hitting the wall.
yeah. that was I wouldn't call it genius. It's only round one, but very high IQ play there. Rather than going for the, like a skimming off the top of the turret or trying to get damage into the tank, he recognised that they got out to rep, so just kill the crewmates, and that leaves Mudgrip on his own. Very nice kill there from Arctic.
These games must be so stressful.
Yeah.
Especially when you're losing tanks. Like, I know for me, when I see that I need to drop many tanks, I get stressed.
Yeah, especially being on the back foot, like, points wise, and knowing you have to move to either get combat score or get mid cap points is it doesn't do well for your strategy. I don't know what. I think Arctic's just clearing out these dead tanks, so he's got clear shots down the road. Because can't forget, Iron Misfit did have a tank back here.
2 tanks.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to them? I don't see any dead P4s. I seriously don't know how Nala and AK do that, like, real smooth camera stuff. Like, I'm bouncing everywhere.
Like this, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. I should probably turn the speed down.
Come and jump on the 11 server. If I'm on admin cam, I'm buzzing your ear.
Yeah. Cheeks has made his way back up this north side. That's where we want to see them. In this open here. Both trade shots but don't hit. 24's got eyes down there on Cheeks, was it? Yeah. Now he's got 2 tanks shooting at him. That's not good for him. That can't be good for his blood pressure either. .24's nicely using this fence here. Because shots won't go through that. It looks like that's game over for Cheeks. Both the 101A tanks managed to get eyes on, so that was never going to end well for him. Another tank marked up down the road who's just taking a shot. It's just a wee Puma.
See, right now, Misfits and Iron are they're not like thinking the game plan. They're just trying anything to get into the point and destroy tanks, but they're not trying to do it like together, working as a team where 101A is.
Yeah, that's it, eh? Like you were saying earlier, it's just the mind games. Like once you can sort of break a team or get a decent lead on the scoreboard, you just need to wait and talk and let them walk into you, and it makes your life 10 times easier.
Yep. Because I know for me, whenever I've been in a tank, when I get hit, I get stressed.
Yeah, well, everyone does, because it's a big bang and you go, fuck. Like, you're not stoked about it. So, like,
No.
yeah, it's easy to miss stuff, and that really important rule that I always go by is if you cop the first hit, just back off, and your driver should know that and should be doing it automatically. Cop a hit,
But that's just
you get out of
but
there.
that's the thing, bro. A lot of people stress. They stress about it. They get hit and they're like, "Oh my god, I got hit," and then they buckle, run away. So
yeah, 100%.
Like, not saying I'm the best tanker at all, because I think I've played maybe 1 clan battle as a tanker, and although not DMT, the one that guy was doing, whilst I was serious.
Yeah.
I think I lost like 10 tanks and killed 0.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just raging at that point, eh?
Oh, bro. I was not happy.
Just gonna follow
He,
old fly guy around who's driving this this recon tank here. See what he gets up to.
do you know Shell from the 11th?
I do.
She is the queen of recon tanks.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not a huge
Give
fan
her a
of
recon tank, and
like
neither am I, but she loves them.
I I see a purpose in a clan game for a recon tank. I see a solo, just one person taking it, parking it far away, and just lobbing shells. Like that's basically 26 free arty shells that you can, especially on a long map like Pebble Heart Lane or something similar. You could just get
Boy.
lucky and hit a Gary. Yeah, Foy as well. Like
But as
there's
well,
definitely room for
it
that.
does distract their tanks.
It does, yes. But as a commander,
Because
you play a bit of commander. Do you mind the three out of cap there? Because that can be kind of inefficient at times.
well, as a commander, like that's pretty much all I ever play. Um, I don't mind it because if they're around behind and they're stopping their tanks from pushing forward because now the tanks know that they have a tank behind them, so they're looking forwards and backwards. And if your recon tank can take out a garrison or two or a few APs before they get taken out, that's a massive help. And it's free because they're going to take the default. I don't think I've ever spawned in a recon tank, but it's a default. So now you're building up your fuel to be dropping, two heavies or a medium instead of having one heavy come up by itself. For me, default tanks, you can do whatever you want with them because they're free. But I do like a good recon flank. There's 5 minutes to go. Think we've lost him again, guys. If you're watching this,
You got me. You got me now.
yeah, I got you now.
Man, what a stream, mate. We
Yeah,
at least I caught that shot from 24 and Jackal there. Now they're ripping up. Yes, 4 minutes to go. When I've held the full time, so about 4,500 points there. Mudgrip has made his way right back in here, back into that north side of Hospice in his recon tank. But
see, that's a good play.
yeah, I don't think it's going to end well because I'm a couple seconds ahead of you here, on the cam, and I think Arctic might know he's there. Just maybe, because he's
I can see that just a
gunning
little
it
bit.
for him. Yeah, that's well, look,
Tank down.
that's where he should have been in the recon. Unfortunate that Arctic had the intel to know he was there. 3 minutes to go. Check scoreboard. It's a pretty convincing win here from 101A. But I and Misfit have managed to make a bit of a name for themselves on the scoreboard, at least, with Vernacular's tank getting around 1500 combat score in total. So that's probably the third best tank there on the scoreboard. So that's definitely not something to be sniffed at. That's a good effort there from that tank, and obviously his other crews will have been giving him intel and all that too, so you can't forget about them. But a real solid match from 101A, and they're going to be the ones to really watch out for in the upcoming.
This has been a cracker match, though. I think in the beginning when Misfits had those tanks pushing up, that was fun to watch. Where they tried to push one tank and 101A just came in from the sides, but that's where your intel comes from. That's where you need to have intel, like your recon, your commander, your other tankers need to be, pinging it properly, like as precise as you can. You're, a little bit off, and you're in trouble.
Yeah, well, although the commander has to say at HQ in these games, they play a massive role if you can get them making the most of their job there, and not so much seeing things through their eyes, but reading that map and going, okay, cap's contested, so we know there's X here, blah blah blah. And, keeping track of where tanks have been seen can make a massive difference, because then your tank commanders don't have to be on top of it all themselves. I'm just going to see a last-ditch effort from Colonel Cheeks to rack up another kill here, but looks like he will come up against two 101A tanks, Arctic and Walker, and generally 1v2 with a shot in the hull ends poorly.
Well, yep.
So,
see, for me as a commander, you would mark it up even if it's already been marked up.
100%.
So everybody can see your mark.
Yeah, it's making life easier for everyone. Especially, it's really good for a commander to have played in a tank as well, and to know, okay, this is what these guys are seeing and thinking. This is how much time they have to think, and how can I make their life easier. But that'll be, convincing win from 101A, with Arctic racking up just under 3,000 combat score for his tank. They'll take the full.
They're shooting each other.
Yeah. Just a bit of tomfoolery there at the end. 101A will take the full points for the cap as well. I'll get a wee bit of XP here too. Great. We can get that to go away. Yeah, good.
Now the fuel economies are pretty similar.
Yeah, good. Very good fighting there from Iron Misfit, though. It's hard coming off the back foot against a well-established and very tight team like 101A. So, with Rolly's crew with their 1500 and Cheeks with their 500, a good, they definitely didn't take a blind out. They made 101A work for that, and that's what it's all about. But thanks to everyone that's been watching. Hopefully you could put up with the terrible audio cutting out and the all the rest of the fuck ups, but aside from that,
All right, you've got more games to do, my friend.
Yeah, this is round one. We
Yeah.
got
So by the end of it, guys, we'll be better.
we'll get there. Yeah, what do you reckon, Farah? What's your parting words on this game?
That was a great game, bro. I had so much fun watching it. What is it? 101A. You guys play great misfits. On the back foot it is hard, but crack a game, and I would love to watch some more.
Yeah,
And
just
thank you for letting me come onto your stream, my friend.
all good, all good. Keep working on those. Yeah, those 1v1s. That's you know, just making sure if you following that golden rule, if you take the first shot, don't get greedy. Just back off, reset, wait for your mate to come up and support you. Let them push the corner. Let them get greedy, and you'll find yourself on top of a lot more fights. But yeah, watch the pod tonight. It's going to be a fun cracker. Episode 30. Let's go.